The barrel-eye fish. You think having eyes in the back of your head would be useful. This fish has something better, and infinitely more disturbing. Deep in the ocean, at depths where sunlight barely reaches, the barrel-eye fish swims with a completely transparent head, housing tubular eyes that can rotate inside its skull. What it actually sees through that transparent skull? That's where physics stops making sense. Those tube eyes point straight up through the transparent dome, tracking the silhouettes of prey against the faint light filtering down from above. The fish hangs motionless in the water, waiting for small creatures to pass overhead, then strikes with perfect precision. It lives 2,000 feet down, deeper than 6 Empire State Buildings stacked, where sunlight is 10,000 times dimmer than a moonless night. The transparent head protects those sensitive eyes from the stinging cells of siphonophores, whose prey the barrel eye often steals. People assume it's blind because of the weird head structure. It actually has better directional vision than most surface fish. The 2 dark spots that look like eyes on its face? Those are just nostrils. Nature decided normal eye placement wasn't weird enough. Basically, evolution gave this fish a glass head and periscope eyes, then called it a day. The aardvark. Every night, something the size of a pig is digging through your neighborhood using senses you don't even have. The aardvark emerges after dark to hunt termites and ants with hearing so precise it can detect insect movements 3 feet underground. But the way it actually finds those insects buried 3 feet underground, that's what makes this get weird. This walking excavator uses a combination of ultrasonic hearing and ground vibration detection that lets it pinpoint exactly where termite colonies are hiding. Once it locates a colony, those powerful claws tear through hard-packed earth like it's loose sand, digging burrows up to 13 feet long in a single night. Its ears can close completely to keep dirt out while digging, and that 18-inch tongue, longer than most laptop computers, can clean out an entire termite colony in 1 feeding session. The aardvark's nocturnal lifestyle isn't just preference, it's survival. Those termites are most active at night, and the cooler temperatures help the aardvark conserve energy while it demolishes up to 50,000 insects per night. Its night vision is terrible, but when you can hear dinner moving underground, who needs eyes? It's basically a living excavator that never needs to see what it's digging for. The olm. There's an animal that can live longer than you will, and it's been sitting in complete darkness for its entire century-long life. In the underwater caves of southeastern Europe, the olm exists in a world where light has never reached, and it's perfectly fine with that arrangement. What it's been doing in that darkness for 100 years? That's where this gets genuinely unsettling. This pale pink salamander relative has evolved to thrive in absolute darkness by developing senses that make vision obsolete. Those vestigial eyes covered by skin can't see anything, but the olm doesn't need them. Instead, it detects electrical fields generated by living organisms, sensing prey from several feet away in the pitch-black water. It can feel water pressure changes so subtle that a small crustacean swimming nearby might as well be ringing a dinner bell. The really disturbing part? It can survive 100 years, longer than most human lifetimes, and can go 10 years without a single meal. Despite looking like a salamander, it's actually more closely related to mud puppies, those weird aquatic salamanders from North America. Evolution looked at this creature and decided the best survival strategy was to do as little as possible for as long as possible. It's mastered the art of doing absolutely nothing for longer than most civilizations have existed. The Fenic Fox. Those massive ears you think are cute on Fenic foxes, they're actually precision hunting equipment designed for killing in complete darkness. In the Sahara Desert, where temperatures can swing from scorching days to pitch-black freezing nights, the Fenic Fox has evolved ears that work like biological sonar dishes. The way those ears actually work in the pitch-black desert night, it's like having biological radar. Each ear can move independently, triangulating sound with incredible precision. When a beetle moves under the sand, those 6-inch ears, nearly half the size of its entire body, can pinpoint the exact location within inches. The fennec can hear a mouse heartbeat from 20 feet away, detect insects burrowing several inches underground, and track prey movement in total darkness better than most animals can in broad daylight. The big ears aren't just for cooling. They're primarily hunting tools, though the massive surface area does help radiate heat during scorching desert days. At night, when the fennec does most of its hunting, those ears become directional microphones that turn every tiny sound into a targeting system. The fox will freeze, rotate its ears to lock onto prey location, then pounce with deadly accuracy through sand and darkness. Those adorable, oversized ears are basically biological satellite dishes tuned to the frequency of death. The Starnosed Mole. There's something under your lawn that can identify and eat small prey faster than you can blink. It never uses its eyes. The Starnosed Mole has the most sensitive touch organ of any mammal on Earth, a pink, fleshy star of 22 tentacle-like appendages surrounding its nose that contains over 100,000 nerve fibers in a space smaller than a human fingertip. How fast it actually processes information through that bizarre nose? Your brain couldn't keep up. This mole can touch a small object with its star and determine if it's edible in 8 milliseconds, then consume it in another 120 milliseconds, 3 times faster than human eye blinks. It processes touch information at the speed most animals process vision. Living in complete darkness, both underground and underwater, the Starnosed Mole has another trick that seems impossible. It can smell underwater by exhaling air bubbles onto objects, then re-inhaling them to detect scents, essentially sniffing while submerged. The star touches over 13 different spots per second when foraging, creating a touch-based map of its surroundings more detailed than what many animals create with vision. Each time it identifies prey, usually small invertebrates, it's already moving on to the next target before finishing the current meal. And honestly, watching slow-motion footage of this creature hunting makes every other predator look sluggish. It's honestly the closest thing to having superpowers that exists in the real world. The deeper you go, the more creative the solutions get. The cave angelfish. Deep in underwater caves, there's a fish that gave up eyes entirely and developed something better. It knows exactly where you are without seeing you. The Mexican cave angelfish lives in perpetual darkness inside flooded limestone caverns where light has never penetrated. And after millions of years of evolution, it doesn't miss vision at all. Its entire body has become one giant sensing organ through an enhanced lateral line system that detects the slightest water movement and pressure changes. This system is so sensitive it can detect water displacement from something as small as a swimming shrimp from 6 feet away. Unlike surface fish that lose eyesight in caves, these never had functional eyes to begin with. Evolution eliminated them completely, covering the eye sockets with scales and redistributing that neural real estate to other senses. The fish navigates complex cave systems by reading water flow patterns like a fluid dynamics computer, sensing how currents bounce off walls and obstacles to create a detailed map of its surroundings. It can distinguish between different types of movement, identifying predators versus prey versus falling debris by the unique pressure signatures each creates in the water. Swimming in these caves would be like trying to navigate a maze blindfolded for humans. For the cave angelfish, it's home. Physics has completely given up trying to explain this place, so the fish just improvised. The slow loris. There's a primate that hunts in complete darkness and has venom glands. It looks like a stuffed animal, but it's actually a specialized night predator. Found across Southeast Asia, the slow loris has eyes that make up 15% of its skull volume, proportionally larger than any other primate, allowing it to see in light levels that would leave other mammals completely blind. But what it actually does with that venom in the dark? That's not what you'd expect from something this cute. The loris produces venom from specialized glands near its elbows, which it licks and mixes with saliva to create a toxic bite. In the darkness, this silent hunter stalks insects, small birds, and even sleeping animals, moving so slowly that prey often doesn't detect it until those venomous teeth are already sinking in. The loris can rotate its head 180 degrees, scanning for prey without moving its body. And those massive eyes can detect movement in near total darkness, from distances that would require night vision goggles for humans. Despite the cute appearance, it's the only venomous primate on Earth, and that venom can cause anaphylactic shock in humans. Its hunting strategy relies on being impossibly quiet and patient, sometimes taking 30 minutes to move just a few feet toward prey. Basically, someone crossed a teddy bear with a ninja assassin and gave it poison.